Amazing. Gamers have finally managed to pull it off. After all these years, they have realized that they're the ones in charge, they're the ones with the money, and they are sick and tired of moral busybodies taking over the industry, lecturing the customer, trying to educate the customer, and being antagonistic, cheeky little shits online. And we're talking about the consultant groups. We're talking about people from Sweet Baby Inc. that thought it's a good idea to target a gamer and try to take away his Steam account. Like, that's what pissed off people about Sweet Baby. And that's what we need to constantly remind individuals what it's about, right? Like, you have this absolutely toxic, racist ideology coming from the United States of America, and they are injecting it into video games. And many gamers, like Cabrutus, actually said, enough. You know, I personally don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I don't like this ideology that is against human sexuality. Like, they're promoting anything that's queer. They're promoting anything that's for middle-aged women. But the moment you have, like, a female character that's appealing to straight men, like in Mass Effect, they freak out and they say that it's sexist to have it in. We disagree with that take. We disagree that every single character needs to be a minority. We disagree with the take that if the character is of color or they're gay, you need a voice actor that matches the sexuality or the race. We disagree with the fact that video games cannot have jokes in them if the jokes are racist or sexist. We disagree with the fact that video games have to be 100% realistic and we cannot differentiate between fact and fiction, right? So a lot of us were on board with what Cabrutus was doing, and it's like, okay, well, these are the consultants that want these themes into the games. And one of the consultants from Sweet Baby says that actually Cabrutus needs to be silenced. Actually, he needs to be banned, not just from social media, but Steam needs to take away his library. And this is what got gamers to be involved in the controversy in the Gamergate 2.0. And they made a list with video games that this company attached itself to, and they started boycotting. And as you can see, it's incredibly successful. Like, even now, this video game in particular, Flintlock, is getting absolutely decimated to the point where they have to fire developers from the team. Now, the reason why Flintlock is particularly interesting is that when the controversy hit, and when people said, oh, we actually are going to boycott things that Sweet Baby gets involved with, Flintlock comes on and they reach out to Cabrutus and said, hey, we had no idea about this controversy. We didn't know. We just hired these consultants to make sure that our game isn't offensive and our game isn't going to piss off people because we don't want to get boycotted. But now that we know who Sweet Baby is, we stopped working with them. And Cabrutus wants receipts. He's like, okay, well, if that's the case, show me the evidence that they're not involved with the production anymore. And Flintlock ghosts Cabrutus. Like, they stop all communication because they were lying. So now that the game is out, you get to see that people aren't interested. And, you know, it works in our favor that Sweet Baby actually lacks creativity and they actually destroy what gamers like to play. So you don't really have to boycott it on ideological grounds. It's just that their game is shit. Their art style is shit. The art style is actually important. You know, putting a sexy night elf on the box or putting a cute Draenei on the box actually sells games. Putting this on the box is not appealing. Like, this actually is an art style that's not encouraging sales. Making sure that all the developers from your game are woke and making sure that they don't say anything offensive is not going to create an interesting product. It's going to create a sanitized, boring, and bland product that most people have already played. So they are sabotaging themselves, and this ideological thing only adds fuel to the fire. Especially the absolutely shitty and inhumane behavior of some of these people working at companies like Sweet Baby, where they want other individuals to be heard, they want other individuals to be out of a job, they want other individuals to get silenced over video games. And now the internet is like, you know what? Fine. If that's what you want, let's see who has the numbers. If you are, like, willing to target a person's income, well, we're going to start boycotting your games then. And let's see who wins. Yeah, you wanted this. Like, okay. And the reason why Sweet Baby freaked out and all their friends from the media started writing articles and denouncing Gamergate 2.0 and why all the shit show happened is that the timing couldn't have been worse for Sweet Baby. From my understanding, behind closed doors, a lot of AAA companies like Ubisoft and many others were renewing contracts. So all these companies, they want consultants, but like when you're a consultant company that offers a service, and the service is to make sure that the game is sanitized and it doesn't cause offense and it's not going to piss people off, when you yourself can't keep your company from being offensive, when you yourself have shit kicking up due to your company, why would they choose you? Like, there's other Sweet Baby like consultant groups that Ubisoft can go with. So this is like one of the reasons why they were freaking out so much. And from what I understand, they lost a lot of contracts. And after this type of shit, I'm pretty sure they're going to lose even more. Now, the reason why Flintlock cannot throw Sweet Baby under the bus is why they hired them in the first place. Like, you see, it's not difficult to hire a writer that can make something sanitized. It's not difficult to get your script through ChatGPT and ask the AI to remove anything that may be offensive, right? Like, that's easy and that's free. So why would you pay these companies any money to begin with? And the answer is that if you want to access, like, an ESG loan, if you want to access some money that is tied to the ideology, then you need to have people like this vouch for your game. Like, you need to have, like, some consultants that say, yeah, like, this game is great, give them the loan. And that's why they keep doing it. So, like, if you pay them a lot of money, I don't know exactly how expensive they are, but given the fact that they constantly work with AAA studios, they probably ask for a hefty chunk of cash. So if you pay them, you're paying them in the hopes that you're going to access some cheap loans. And if you are to throw them under the bus, then they will say, well, yeah, but like this game, I don't know, very problematic, right? Don't give them the loan. So it wouldn't make sense. This is why producers and developers are very defensive of these companies that they work with. Because they're not actually interested in the story or the changes or anything that they give. They're just interested in accessing the cash from their investors. And the problem is, like, the people at the top, the CEOs, the ones in charge, they already get paid. They don't really care if the game sells or not. Like, the people that are suffering are these developers that get fired. But the ones at the top, the ones that want to make a quick buck, I mean, they got their investment money. They fuck off. The problem is that it's not sustainable. Like, eventually, your name is going to reek if you keep doing this shit. And you're going to have developers that actually have passion and they actually just want to make a product. Like, they want to make a video game for the sake of making a video game, not necessarily as a business. Which is something that happened in the past with John Carmack and many other game developers that locked themselves in a garage and just wanted to make a video game for the sake of making a video game. And they believed vehemently that if it's a good game, people will buy it, people will play it, and they will also make money on the side. But the important thing wasn't making cash. It wasn't becoming rich. It was like just making a product that other people will enjoy playing. And you could tell the passion invested in those products just by playing the games they made. So yeah, I do expect that in the future, anything that Sweet Baby touches is going to get boycotted. I do expect that it's going to actually be expanded to many other games. And I don't know the message that companies are going to get. Will they get the message that, okay, well, maybe this doesn't work. Maybe we should go back to Mass Effect, making a good original game, putting some big fat tits on the box, because, like, we're not ashamed of straight male sexuality. Putting some really cool action-y thing and making a couple of racist jokes and misogynistic jokes every now and then. That's fine, like GTA used to do. That's completely acceptable. Start calling women women, not body type A, body type B, and maybe people will play our game, right? Like, in other words, making the next Stellar Blade. Like, this is what worked in the past, this is what works now, and it's what's going to work in the future. No need to do any of this bullshit. So will companies do this, or will they say, okay, maybe we should just start making phone games instead, because, like, those sell? And the money is in the mobile gaming industry, so we distance ourselves from computer games. I don't know what the answer is, but definitely this is not sustainable. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.